Welcome to the Inc. Productivity Tip of the Day. Today's tip: no one has office friends anymore. Why that's bad news for employers. An expert opinion by Mark C. Crowley from our sister publication, Fast Company. For centuries, work has been more than a paycheck. It's been a space where people collaborate, forge meaningful bonds, and find belonging. Yet, in recent years, a major shift has left many feeling isolated, despite being surrounded by colleagues, as the deep camaraderie once common in workplaces is fading. Gallup's research underscores this concerning trend. Today, only 20% of U.S. employees report having a best friend at work. More troubling, just 1 in 5 actively nurtures these relationships, despite clear evidence that workplace friendships elevate commitment, performance, and personal well-being. This erosion of connection is not merely a social loss. It's a business challenge. Employees without strong friendships often feel less fulfilled, collaborate less effectively, and are far more likely to leave. The impact of lost workplace friendships is often underestimated, especially in discussions about employee turnover. While it's commonly believed that people mostly quit jobs in response to poor managers, Oxford professor Jan-Emmanuel Deneve has found that workers quit not because of leadership alone, but because they lack a sense of belonging with their teams. This reframes the issue. Workplace friendships aren't just about socializing. They're critical for retention and sustainable business success. The Great Resignation, where millions quit their jobs, directly highlights the impact of weakened workplace ties. Physical separation during the COVID-19 pandemic left employees feeling detached from their teammates, eroding the sense of community that once grounded them. While not the sole driver, the decline in deep workplace friendships significantly contributed to employees' decisions to leave, underscoring friendship's role in fostering loyalty, job satisfaction, and team stability. Friendships don't just happen. They develop through shared experiences, casual conversations, and repeated interactions over time. But today's workplace dynamics make forming these bonds increasingly difficult. The technology we rely upon to make communication speedier and efficient carries the downside of making interactions more transactional. Instead of stopping by a coworker's desk for a meaningful chat, we send impersonal texts, emails, and Slack messages. Remote and hybrid work schedules compound the problem by removing everyday experiences that once sparked relationships. Coffee breaks, lunches, and catching up with people before and after important meetings. We're so accustomed to working independently, we even take Zoom meetings alone in our offices, fully aware the people we're meeting with sit right outside our door. Beyond technology, workplaces increasingly emphasize individual performance over team achievement, another disincentive for employees to cultivate meaningful relationships. It's no wonder many of us feel less concerned about having superficial connection with the people we work with. Gallup's research consistently highlights the importance of friendship in the workplace, showing that employees with close bonds are 43% more committed and 27% more satisfied with their jobs. Work friendships also provide an essential support system, someone to celebrate wins with, joke with, vent to after tough experiences, and collaborate with in a way that makes work more enjoyable. Without these relationships, workplaces risk becoming isolating, uninspiring, and even less innovative. Having true friendships at work not only improves mental health, it also enhances well-being, a critical driver of employee performance. Psychiatrist Robert Waldinger, who oversees the Harvard Study of Adult Development, the longest-running well-being study in American history, states, "The clearest message we get from this 75-year study is this: good relationships keep us happier and healthier. Period." Additionally, University of California Riverside positive psychology researcher Sonia Lyubomirsky has found that even small points of connection throughout the day can increase happiness more than people realize. She says, "Having conversations with people makes us happy, reinforcing how simple social interactions with colleagues can improve mood, commitment, and overall workplace satisfaction. Further backing this idea, renowned psychologist Ed Diener's research on happiness discovered that the most fulfilled individuals aren't just successful in their careers, they are deeply social. One more critical piece of confirmation. Deloitte's 2020 research shows a sense of belonging. Feeling valued and included by one's boss and colleagues is a top driver of employee well-being. It's because belonging fosters psychological safety, resilience, and self-esteem, each of which are anchors to human flourishing. To reverse this decline, leaders must recognize that workplace friendships are not inevitable. They require active nurturing. Creating a more connected workplace surely demands intentional efforts, but the benefits of building a truly cohesive team far outweigh the time and energy investment. Leaders should prioritize building social spaces within work environments, whether that's through dedicated team-building activities or informal check-ins that encourage employees to engage with each other beyond their day-to-day tasks. For remote and hybrid teams, fostering connection means going beyond creating opportunities for virtual coffee chats and adding team Slack channels centered around interests. Bringing people together for regularly scheduled in-person connection days remains essential. Encouraging collaborative projects can also unite employees in a way that feels natural rather than forced. When colleagues work toward a shared goal, friendships develop organically. Rotating people into different collaborative teams will also ensure closer relationships are built more widely. Finally, leaders must acknowledge that workplace friendships aren't distractions or nice-to-haves. They're assets. Creating a culture where connection is valued doesn't just improve employee morale, it strengthens retention, creativity, and performance. By fostering friendships, leaders don't just build better teams, they create desirable workplaces. Workplace friendships that weave resilience and joy into the fabric of our daily work are the lifeblood of thriving teams and organizations. Leaders who champion these bonds will naturally create environments where well-being flourishes, and their team's full potential can be unlocked. Perhaps fostering stronger relationships at work might also produce a ripple effect that extends empathy and unity into society overall. As Nelson Mandela envisioned, a fundamental concern for others in our individual and community lives would go a long way in making the world the better place we so passionately dreamt of. That's it from Inc. Be sure to come back weekday mornings for another tip from Inc.